Hello, everybody. My name is Puppetine from the Geeky Puppet Show here on the Geeky Puppet Show today for Halo. Yes, episode 2 has dropped, and Froggy and I are reviewing the show. So here we are, naturally. But yes, indeedly do. We are here for Halo. And hello to you, Mr. Bell Chronal Enforcement Division. Yes.
Well, we welcome you, I can't call you Frank because you're always trying to buy me. Silver Claw. Yes,
Potential owner.
You cannot hide from me. I see your disguise.
Anyway, yes, we pick up where we left off. They are in space. And they are flying elsewhere. We get a sneak peek at the beginning of Master Chief as a young boy. And, well, he has a friend named Saurus.
Well, you know, when I was a boy.
Yes. With Saurus, who they plotted to escape, but Master Chief could not go against the programming and said, no, I can't do this, and I have to bring you in. But Saurus eventually convinces him that, no, I can't. You could shoot me if you want, fine. But I cannot live like this anymore. If I die, at least I'll die free. So he gives him 5 minutes, and he runs. It ties into here because they end up going into this basically meteorite. They have a giant meteorite that they have a whole civilization carved into.
I think it's considered a meteor. A meteorite would be like a small piece.
Yes, okay, fine. A meteor.
Asteroid belt, basically.
Wow. Yes. And the meteor, well, it has a whole
It's called asteroid.
place.
You know what a meteor is? You ever seen meteor showers? They're like the size of bowling balls. Asteroid is what you're thinking of, bro. Don't you have Asteroid M? Remember? Magneto losing an asteroid?
Okay.
Think, puppet, think!
Okay, Mark. Okay! But the inside of this, the space complex, is that better for you? Huh?
Yeah, that's a lot better. Now
inside the space complex, there, everybody is not happy to see Master Chief because, well, he's dressed in his armor. But finally, Saurus says, wait a minute, that's my friend. You gotta cut him some slack. And so he takes him home. And there he has a son and a wife. And that's when Master Chief says that basically he has this thing and he had to run. Saurus goes on to explain to him, though, there's a little chip inside of all of them that takes away their sense of feeling, makes them numb. Mm-hmm. And if he removes it, well, then he can be human again. It'll be like being reborn. But Master Chief doesn't like to hear about that, so he just ignores him. He shrugs it off. And eventually Saurus' wife tells him to leave him alone about it. But he has a contact that could help them, and they go inside what looks to be like a prison cell, basically. But Saurus explains that this is refuge for these people that are slightly mad. Leads him to a friend who is crawling on the ground, but goes on to say, wait, you've seen more, haven't you? Recognizing that in Master Chief. And eventually Master Chief asks about the artifact. The artifact, he is shocked by it and says that it will work for people who are human, but more so, beyond human almost. But
yeah, because people who have superhuman abilities, their minds will be expanded.
And because he is frantic, he picks it up and he looks like he's about to smash it against Master Chief. But when Master Chief takes it, it blasts him away, and a blue light is just circling around and, well, pulsates across the complex.
Yes, the Halo.
Mm-hmm.
I want to point out there are some things I do not care for the show, but there's a lot of things I do point out. So I'm going to start with the things that I do not like in the show so far. I do not like that he takes off his helmet. and leaves his armor. Master Chief, he pees on that armor. He never takes it off in the games. He never takes it off at all. If he takes the helmet off, you don't see the back of his head, and that's it, because it helps elude the mystery, it helps build it. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Him taking his suit off and it's just not weird. It's just weird to me. The other thing isn't a big thing because I'm afraid we're only 2 episodes in. I'm not sure how many episodes it's going to be. If it's going to be a 6-part series or what. But the woman that basically was rescued by the Alien Covenant and taught up, and she knows language, and she can basically, she wants to meet John because they both have the ability to activate the relics, the artifacts. Mm-hmm. I'm hoping this is not going to turn out to be a Luke and Leia situation. That she's pretty much...
It's my sister!
Yes, I don't want her to end up being sister. That's going to be weird if it does. I can see people thinking, you know what? I like Star Wars. Let's give a nod to Star Wars and just copy it. I don't.
Well, they basically have it like the Halo Lorian here, so...
Yeah, because, they're showing flashbacks of his memory. Every time he touches that artifact, he gets a flashback. He saw his dog. He had a white dog, the white wolf dog. And, he sees his father. He's seeing more of his mother. I'm hoping it's not going to be like, oh, this is like she's related to him. That's why they both have a genetic code that can access these artifacts because it's something, he's part of some superior race.
Yeah, I don't
they
know.
Probably won't do that. But I also want to, okay, that's my big 2 complaints with that so far. Things I love about this. Every time they show that ship they're flying through, when they show him in the helmet, it's obviously CG because you don't see his face through the visor or anything like that. It's computer generated, and it just reminds me of all the cutscenes from all the games. I just love that. The opening sequence going through the asteroid belt, and the little girl is painting like the viewer's point of view. She's like, "Oh God, we're gonna die!" So, and he's flying through. He's going to little narrow gaps. Star Wars reference, can't remember. Millennium Falcon. Need to fly through. Yes. So I'm really loving the CG. I'm really loving the story so far. Like you said, the big thing for me was just every time I see John without his helmet on. And I don't know if they're afraid because they don't want to be like the Mandalorian. Oh, it's another guy who won't take his helmet off. Like if they get harassed for that. If anything, I think they should embrace that and said, you know what? Disney has this. Paramount has this now. And we're going to compete with Disney as far as that.
Well, they aren't competing very well if they keep taking off his helmet.
That's the thing, though. They never should have took off the helmet. They should what? John, let's take your helmet off. Or if he does take his helmet, he show the girl sees his face, but guess what? We don't see his face. That's what they should have done.
That could work.
That's always been the whole thing. It's like you never see his face in the games. They purposely tease you. Oh, I'm going to see John's face. And no, you just see the back part of it. You never.
Apparently, in the books as well, he doesn't take off his helmet. That's
what's really cool about that. I mean, I love the fact that in the games they never take the helmet off. But yeah, I don't understand why they wanted to show the person in armor. Yeah,
I don't think this guy's very well known personally. I don't know him, so
yes, I don't recognize him. But still, I don't want to see the actor's face. The actor's there just to basically do the voice, and then if anything, they didn't have to show the actor at all. All they had to do is just have a CG working through when he's next to people. That would have been much better.
His voice, I will say, is pleasant. I will say that.
It's not the Master Chief voice, though. So that's the big thing on Instagram right now. People don't want to see his face, and they just want to hear the actual voice actor from the game's actual voice. Because when you hear that voice, the Master Chief from the video games, look it up after we're done. Look it up and listen to it. Oh my gosh, that voice is commanding. It's like Kevin Conroy is for Batman. You can't have anybody else voice Batman. It doesn't sound just as awesome. So that's my 2 big complaints with the series so far. But other than that, we're getting more information in this episode than we were in the first episode. So those.
But there's a major shift.
Yeah,
that's going to be clear in the next episode.
Yeah,
because as I was saying, John, he touches the artifact and he freaks out. He gets angry, and he realizes his own anger, and he shouldn't feel that as he holds this poor guy against the wall.
As Dr. Halsey said, they'll told you like she's like, no, we don't have to worry about because they were having a meeting over in the Federation, whatever the army.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, what if your we have a problem here? What if your superhuman soldier turns on us and all this blah blah? How do we control himself? And she's like, well, John doesn't have emotions.
Yeah.
He stripped him of his emotions to control him, and he's on these hormone things like supplements that basically dull is all his emotions, which really so. I think this artifact is pretty much cleansing his system a bit, or he's just not getting his daily doses of injections. Maybe I don't know, but yeah. So far, it's been a little better than the first episode. It's a little slow at some points, but if you've ever watched Expanse, it's pretty much Expanse had its slow parts before they had the space fights. So I'm hoping there'll be more space fights in this. But I mean, I'm also okay with him just pistol whipping the little alien guys and going, "Oh my God, it's the demon! Run!"
I'm not sure because, like I was going to say before, John after that tells Kwan, the girl that's been traveling with him, stay with Soros, and he tells Soros he has to go. He's going home, and he does. He returns to Hartley, and well. She says the artifact's like nothing she's ever seen before, and is starting to ask him about things, but she wants to avoid his memories. However, as John says he's feeling connected, the lady in space, the one raised by aliens, says basically to Mercy, the one alien who took her in under his wing in particular, and says, let me get this artifact for you. I'm human. I can blend in with them, but you got to let me do this for you. I remember what you've done for me. And they agree. And so there's this long scene whenever John is saying he feels like he's connected to something, and you see the white-haired lady just take off her dress and get ready to blend in with the humans, I guess. Yeah. But overall, I don't think it was a bad episode. I think it's a little more interesting. But we're not going to see.
The other, you have Carl Tanner in here. People watch the Game of Thrones. That was his character in here. His actual name is Baron Gorman. He's a villain that's basically taking over the world where the girl was basically left. He left. Her father was killed. Where the artifact was found. He's in this. He's playing. I don't know if he's going to have more of Expanse or I guess a more expanded role. Speaking of Expanse, he was in Expanse for a while, back in 2019. The guy's been on so many different things. So he's got some nice actors in here. I kept looking at this guy because I'm like, it's a guy from Pacific Rim. He's the guy, with the crutches or whatever, the scientist, him and Charlie Day. He's the smarter one. It's great to see him do more stuff. I'm trying to, who else is there? Oh, let's see here. Who's the actor that's in it? I just saw. Yeah, Bokeem Woodbine playing Soren. Good actor. Last time I saw him was was it Afterlife? Ghostbusters Afterlife, I believe.
Good actor. He could be Dave Chappelle's brother.
He really can. He's like, yeah. So far, it's pretty good. They also have Natasha McElhone. She plays Dr. Halsey in here too, but she's also going to be having Cortana as well.
Dun dun.
She's playing both roles, basically.
But anyway, that is about it. Hello at the end here for Trusty and Maranya, and also apparently Chrononaut says that this needs a forest fire.
There's no forest in space.
Well, maybe there needs to be.
Remember, it's only you can start a space war.
Oh, that's true.
Or Star Wars.
But that is the end. Next week, if it stays as interesting, maybe it'll be okay. I have no connection to the books or the games, so this is entirely fresh for me. So it's all right. I think it's all right. Well, let's hear your thoughts in the comments below if you're watching afterwards. Also, make sure to like and subscribe. Helps out a lot.
And just to let you know that tonight our channel's being invaded by humans again.
Damn humans.
They'll be going live at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. Bring your comics. And then we'll I'm curious to see what you guys got. Because
Mhm.
I'll be watching too.
And it won't be, so.
Really, you hate the humans that much?
Yes.
You know
Yes.
Mariah's a human.
Well, Maranya is special, okay?
In
There
what
you go.
ways? List them all.
But that is the end. Thank you so much. Well, we'll see you next time. Bye!
See you later, Gators.
Do not start for